Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This video I'm going to be talking about my gold trade that I took today. It's not even 9:30, market hasn't even opened yet, and already closed my position. I am already okay and fine with the profit that I had today. So let me explain to you guys how I ended up taking the trade and the confirmations that I had to decide to take the trade. Okay, so let me clear this out on the daily time frame. We closed yesterday very bullish, so this is a bullish engulfing candle for me, and we are trading above the moving average. Okay, so this is a sign that we are possibly gonna continue going bullish. Okay, so there's no confirmation for a sell yet, but I'm gonna drop down to the 4-hour time frame. I'm gonna show you guys how everything worked out. Okay, so the 4-hour time frame, I started seeing, I was paying attention. I got up in the charts early on, so I started paying attention to basically this 3320 level. Okay, so this level right over here, 3320. When I look left, I see it that there's some kind of resistance here going on, and then there's some kind of, this candle broke above, it kind of held over here for a little bit and then pushed high. There's some kind of a momentum right here as well for reversals. And I started seeing that the previous 4-hour candle, so the candle that opened 1 a.m. in the morning, had been resisted a little. So already created this exhaustion zone right here, right? So my decision was I'm gonna wait for either to break above, below, or to give me any sign of basically confirmation for me to take the trade. Okay, I'm gonna drop down to the 1-hour time frame now, and then I'm gonna show you guys. This is a bit of a mess, so let me go one by one. Okay, the 1-hour time frame, I have this trend line going high over here. So I have this 1 point over here on the trend line. The second, there's multiple touches. There's another touch over here, and there's some other touches over here. Okay, so this trend line is going bullish, and the goal for this is to basically break below the trend line. Okay, this other trend line over here started from this high and then went all over to this lower high over here. And then the goal for this trend line is to either break above or use the momentum for the resistance to break below it. So once I drop down to the 30-minute time frame, I see that the moving average is coming on over, so above the price action. So price action is right over here now. And then moving average is above. So I know that we are probably going to go bearish. Okay, so I decided to take a trade right on this candle over here. I took 2 entries. I first took 1 entry, and then market started moving up, moving a little bit high, and I was okay with risking it, so I went and then took the second entry. Okay, so one confirmation is the 30-minute moving average. So let me write it down. (30-minute) MA. Second confirmation is we are, like I was explaining, on the 4-hour time frame. This is that whole wick on the 4-hour time frame. So we are basically inside the 4-hour exhaustion zone on the wick. So it's, so we're at a resistance level, which means sells, right? Another confirmation is the risk management. I have the trend line. I had to write it down. Trend line confirmation, trend line break below. And then I also have the most important risk management. Okay, so these are my confirmations. So risk was, let me show you guys my entry points. Let me show you guys on my phone. So first entry was, this was 7 a.m. So first entry was 3307.11. This was first entry. Second entry was 233. Yeah, almost this 68. Okay, this was second entry. Okay, so these were the two entries that I had. Okay, so first entry right over here, second entry right over here. If we drop down to the 30-minute, you're gonna see that when price started to drop below the moving average, that's when I had to execute the trade. So let me just place this here. I closed at 3303. 303.43. Okay, and then stop loss was right above here. Okay, so that's basically 1 to 2. Move this to the side. Basically 1 to 2, 1 to 1.9 risk to reward, which ended up being a 7.7% trade total. Okay, so overall good trade. After this, price just dropped all the way down to 32.90. But overall good setup, good trade. And then let's just see what market does next. I don't think we are gonna continue to go bearish. That's why I'm gonna wait a little bit for the next move. But I would wait for something to break below this area over here. If we do end up breaking this area, I would take a short all the way down to the bottom, to 33.50, close to 33.50. Okay, so that's my other trade. If we do end up pushing higher, I would probably say the 33.40 will be the next target, somewhere around here. Or if we find any level of resistance on the left. Okay, so these were my confirmations. These were my trades for today. Well, yeah, 2 trades for today, and then I'll see you guys on the next one.